Bro, I don't even know what to say. I cannot believe the Bucks lost that game. But I don't know how you let that happen. I don't know how you let that happen. But anyways, what I wanted to do is do a little late night live stream until the next game starts. We still have some late night baseball games, as well as we got the Clippers Nuggets game 5. So anyways, there's a taco on PrizePicks. I already used the taco. So if you haven't already used it, I'm going to give you a slip, but I'm not going to be able to use it again. But anyways, okay, let's build a slip. Dude, I can't believe that game, but I'm trying not to get too frustrated. Chill out a little bit. Bad beats happen, but how the fuck did the Bucks lose the game? How are you up 7 with 40 seconds left and you manage to lose? It's ridiculous. But anyways, the first play I'm going to go with in this PrizePick slip, Harden under 30.5 points plus assists. Are there any new discounts on Sleeper? I doubt it, but I figure we can check. Nah, they just have these multiplier boosts. And I've said this before, but these multiplier boosts are, in general, pretty shitty. So, like, Sleeper has Ohtani as a 4x payout. That's the same as plus 300 odds. You're betting 100 for a payout of 400, 300 in profit. So a 4x payout, it's the same as plus 300. And honestly, like, I don't think that's particularly good. It's not horrible, but I mean, there's other sports books offering plus 310 better prices. So I don't think it's horrible, but it's not really worth playing. But anyways, let's do a PrizePick slip. So we got Jokic. You can include the taco if you haven't already used it. But my first pick is going to be Harden under 30.5 points plus assists. And then let's just see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Let's see if there's any. Let's see where the value is, okay? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So there's some early esports value. I've said this before, but this is usually when sports books, like late at night. All these games are pretty early in the morning. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Like this game's at 11. There's always some good esports value on PrizePicks. So like Shock. PrizePicks has his line at 30. Every other data point we have in the market, the 2 other DFS sites have him at 31.5. And then Sleeper, which is kind of like a sports book, they have variable payouts. They have the line higher at 30.5. And they also have the over favored. So this is probably the best slip that you can go with. So this is the best play you can go with. Again, I'm not going to be able to use the Jokic promo again. So I'm going to build a 5 flex and, you can include another one, run a 6 flex if you want to. Hoy. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But the good news is, it looks like there's some solid CS2 value. What's nice about esports is, it's just like consistent. There's so many esports games, so there's always some good value in the market between these books. We are day trading the books. So you can see Love 1 KUS. PrizePicks has his line at 14. Sleeper and Hot Streak. Hot Streak is a book that actually specializes in esports. They not only have the line higher at 14.5, they got the over favored. Fuck the Bucks. Anyways. I can't believe it. But it's okay. Life goes on. So what I was going to say, is when you're betting on League of Legends, so let's actually check this out. It's positively correlated to take players on the same team. So these 2 picks, first of all, they both have solid value. They're also positively correlated. So like League of Legends, long story short, on PrizePicks, if you can find 2 picks with value. So I just got these, some line discrepancies, whatever, off the OddsJam Fantasy Optimizer. I set minimum number of data points to 2. I want to see multiple points of confirming evidence, like a variety of other books. Ideally, there's more, 3 or something, that have Jules' line lower in order to run the slip. So, like, you can see underdog. Anyways, let's just finish this slip. But what is PrizePicks doing in terms of a payout shift? So the problem is with 5-pick flex plays, PrizePicks, they add in kind of a brutal payout shift. Load, bitch. So, you can see Underdog Fantasy has Jules' line lower at 3.5. PrizePicks has him at 4.5. So it's like, okay, yeah, good value on the under. But anyways, I'm going to get rid of this play on Harden. Solely esports, like for a 5-pick flex play, they were trying to reduce it from a 10x payout. If you go 5 for 5 down to 7x, pretty aggressive payout shift. So usually on PrizePicks, if you're correlating, especially for esports, you want to run 4-pick power plays. There's still a payout shift, 10x down to 9x. But anyways, can somebody put this link in the chat? It's just 3 picks. 1, 2, 3. So 2 CS2 plays, both over, and then we got an under, 2 unders for this League of Legends game that are positively correlated. I can't believe. What's up, guys? Alex, how are you tonight? I'm 3 away on my underdog streak. Yo, congrats, Luis Magero. Did I pronounce that right? Fuck the Bucks, fuck Dr. Rivers. I turned that shit off because I thought it was over. Dude, I literally left my house. I was sitting here, I was watching the game. I was like, Bucks are up 7. Start walking, 7-11. Dude. And if you haven't used the Jokic taco, I would just remove one of these CS2 plays. Probably the Love Kiss play and just run it as a 4-pick power. So these 3 picks. And then you can just throw in the Jokic taco if you haven't already used it. But anyways, I can't believe. At least the Pistons are winning. I mean, it also sucks because now we're not going to get a Game 6, less games to bet on. I mean, it's kind of beat. There was supposed to be Game 6 on. We were supposed to have Game 6 on, Friday? But now we're not gonna. So the Warriors better not win tomorrow. That would suck. If the Wolves win tomorrow and the Warriors, we're going to have no NBA games on Friday. Not a single Game 6, which would obviously be a little beat. These series, these first few series, I mean, haven't been particularly good. But it's okay. It's okay. Anyways, what did we want to do? So we did a PrizePick slip. Okay, cool. I seriously don't know how Doc Rivers continues to get these coaching jobs. Dude, I don't know. It's like if Gary Trent is turning the ball over, sub him out. Like, I feel like this shit's not that complicated. How do you, just hold on to the ball? Anyways, we do have some Fliff value showing up. The Nuggets are slight underdogs, right? What are they? Yo, what do we think tonight? Nuggets or Clippers? We think the Nuggets can get it done? I actually think this is pretty solid value. Plus 123 on Novig. But what I wanted to do is, first and foremost, let me just get in this Fliff play. Where are you, baby boy? I can't believe it. Yo, what do we think tonight? Nuggets or Clippers? Let's see what we got. What was the second pick we wanted to go with? Tuckachuk, no goal. So that's in the Panthers game. So this is just a little Fliff parlay for tomorrow. Again, you could run them both as straight bets. It's kind of up to you, personal preference. If a bet's, profitable plus EV, then it's going to be good to go in a parlay, whatever. But anyways, so this is a Fliff play I just locked in. Again, as a sports bettor, I'm a big believer. Obviously, sometimes it doesn't work out and you have bad beats. But you want to, place as many bets as possible in a day that have an edge. So you can see FanDuel, every other sports book has Tuckachuk's under as a much bigger favorite. Even if you don't use FanDuel, you still want to look at their odds, their lines as a source of information. Alex, who did you vote for in the Canadian election? I didn't even know Canada had an election, if I'm being honest. Darvin contest without fouling Ham. They indeed did not contest without fouling. Dude, they did not contest at all. Rebet free slip is down to Hurricanes money line. Yeah, I know. I saw the Hurricanes were down 3, so Rebet had a promo. Hopefully the Hurricanes can pull it off. They had a free $50, whatever it's called. They had a free $50 play. We also, I think we were on the over 7.5 goals. Yo, we were. So this is a good start to our crazy FanDuel parlay for tonight. So over 7.5 goals already started. So we have 2 picks for the late night game. Dude, the Padres can put up 12 runs on their own, hopefully. But anyways, let's see if we can, let's do another FanDuel play if there's any value. I'm going to keep this live stream pretty brief. Is this a closeout game? Yeah, so this is a closeout game for the Hurricanes. I hate you, Doc. I hate you, Doc Rivers. Anyways, very tilting. Damn, Duran with 6 assists, bro. He's not in foul trouble? No, he isn't. Kind of. 4 fouls. But anyways, let's see if we can do a FanDuel parlay for the late night games. Again, I don't want to keep this too long. There's obviously, most of the games have started. I've already managed to lose 3, however much money I lost on Bucks money line. $17.50 or something. Dude, and that shit was juicy. It was plus 320. Anyways, let's get in a play. So, first play, this is for tomorrow. Dude, Fred VanVleet is the most hit or miss player in the fucking league. So, we have over 14.5 points. But, I mean, this does look like pretty amazing value. So, this is just right off the Odds Jam Positive EV tool. Again, it's not really doing anything complicated. I just put in FanDuel because I use FanDuel. Virginia has a ton of sports books, fantasy books like Better. I mean, Virginia has a shit ton of books. But anyways, Fred VanVleet, you can see, like, FanDuel's literally the only book offering this at plus money, like above plus 100. I guess Parlay Play has it plus 100. But all these other books, like Pinnacle, a really sharp book, they have a 31-cent spread, 31 cents of juice, minus 106, minus 125. So if you remove the VIG, right, most important calculator in sports betting, no VIG fair odds calculator, remove the VIG, the true price, a market, right, like you remove the VIG, plus 108, minus 108, that should be the fair odds, right, with no VIG. 31-cent spread, you want to remove the spread, plus 108, minus 108 would basically be fair value. I do like Fred VanVleet for tomorrow, so sure, whatever. Oh, fuck. This game's about to start. So, am I going to have time to get it in? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, shit. So I'm just going to get rid of this bet. I didn't realize that game was starting that early. Alex Monahan, what did you eat today? I got Afghan food. Afghan food? Like Afghan? It was good. It was solid. Afghan food. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Dude. But anyways, let's see if we can run through a parlay. Just take advantage of some of the late night value. Have a nice sweat on for tonight. And then I'll probably call it a day. What do we like, boys? What do we like? Damn, bro. I usually don't get too tilted, but I'm not going to lie. I found that to be pretty tilting. Yo, so here's just like a late night beautiful parlay on FanDuel. And they already, fuck, dude, they moved the Oilers line. Let's see, what else do we like in the Oilers game? Trevor Moore. I'm going to pass on that. Let's see what we want to do. Who's winning in the next game? Hopefully the next game goes to overtime too, because I gave out the over in that game, but I may be a little too hopeful there. Anyways, sorry, I want to finish this slip. I'm trying to think. So what do we already have in the game? So we have the PrizePicks taco. Also, we have a PrizePicks slip from yesterday. PrizePicks are, it may actually be from 2 days ago, the 35% profit boost. So we have Michael Porter Jr., under 3.5 first quarter points. What else do we got? Jokic triple-double. That was the sleeper promo. And I think that's it. Team technical foul, dude. Lock in, boys. Lock in, Pistons. Okay, anyways, let me finish this. I apologize. I'm getting distracted. Nothing in the Clippers game on FanDuel. Yo, Alex, I turned 21 today. I can use Novig now. Yeah, Novig's a great buck. If you don't use Novig, I definitely recommend it. It's solid. But anyways, I'm trying to finish this slip. Fuck, dude. Let's see. Let's see if there's nothing for the Clippers game. Or what's the late night hockey game? Sorry, give me 1 sec. There's some good value for tomorrow. Like, I think Fred VanVleet is solid, but you could also just run that as a straight bet. Damn, so we have 2 more games actually starting tonight. So we have the Wild game. So we have the Wild. Is there any value? Nah, there's just no value in the game. I mean, if I search for it, I don't see shit. So I'm not going to force a bet there, but I do kind of like, I mean, I call these super unders. I call these super unders. So maybe I get rid of the over. Nah. Let's see. Let's see. Anyways. So this is just some pure degeneracy on FanDuel. Maybe I'll get rid of Fred VanVleet and I'll just run that as a straight bet. Dude, why the fuck does FanDuel always do this? Maybe not. Maybe I won't be able to. So I do. This is my favorite pick. Again, you could run it as a straight bet. You can throw it into a parlay. If a bet's plus EV, you know, it's going to be good to go in a parlay. It's going to be good to go as a straight bet. What the fuck is wrong with FanDuel, though? They never take the wager. So they're not going to take it for 50, even though they say I should be able to bet that much. So let's just try 45. Nope. Dude, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this sports book. Anyways, so sometimes you just gotta like play with the numbers and they'll finally take it. So anyways, some late night picks. So super under in the Clippers game. We got Otto Lopez to get a hit. And then some early picks for tomorrow. 4-man. But I think I'm going to call it for now. I mean, obviously most of these games have started. Maybe I can run Fred VanVleet. I mean, I do really like the value on this, so I'll include it in a parlay, but also run it as a straight bet. They'll give me another 120. Again, FanDuel's the only book offering this play at plus money. Really sharp books like Pinnacle, they're not even, you know, minus 106. Anyways, boys, enjoy the late night game. Figured I'd pop on, do the PrizePicks taco. Show some picks, but see you guys.